Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. Hit pause on this video, get your coffee together, have coffee with us this morning. As you've seen from the thumbnail of the title, you probably already have your coffee ready if you've been with us for a while. Today, we're going to chat about how grocery stores suck and why it actually just sucks to go grocery shopping. Number one, hey, prices are ridiculous. Prices are crazy. I was talking to my mom the other day. She got 4 bags of groceries from Meijer, and it was $90. $90. Now, mind you, there were a couple things thrown in there that she had to get that were a little pricey, but I'll tell you what, how many stories? Does this sound familiar to you? Does this sound familiar to you? I gotta say, prices in the grocery stores are unimaginably high, higher than I ever thought they would be. 2 years out of being optimistic, telling everybody that, well, hopefully everything levels off here at some point. Some of you probably remember me saying that in the comments to some of you. Yeah, I'm not optimistic anymore. Don't let them lie to you. These prices are not coming down. I don't care what anybody says. Walmart CEOs, Kroger, whoever. Prices aren't coming down. They're not coming down. As a matter of fact, we're seeing things continue to rise here in spring of 2024. And it's a lot of things that you really wouldn't expect. Look at candy. People have been mentioning this on the channel over the last week or so, and it's opened my eyes to check out new things. Look at like Ghirardelli chocolate bars for like $4, right? $4.29. $4.29, which were $2.99 a little over a year ago. Now we're seeing them for $2.99 on sale. Right? People always ask me, like, how do I do, how am I able to work these things out with digital coupons? Honestly, I mean, it's just, it's kind of like cutting out the coupons on Sundays with grandma from years ago, except now it's a little bit easier. I can sit here on my laptop or my phone and click, 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 click. I mean, it's better than using scissors, although I would argue that it brought some kind of happiness cutting out them coupons when I was a little kid with grandma or even my mom. We would sit around and cut the coupons. But nowadays, back then it was like you felt like you actually saved something. Now with coupons and digital coupons, different buy 5 or more deals, stuff like that, we're seeing to where it's even getting more than what regular prices were. Right? Does that sound familiar as well, too? How many of you have gone into the grocery store in the last week or two and felt like you really did not get your money's worth? Now, I go into stores a lot, and I do feel like I get my money's worth because I go into a store with a plan. One of our new viewers asked me the other day if I just go into stores and show prices and stuff like that. Do I ever buy anything? Well, yes, I do. I buy things every time I go to the store. And one could say, well, how can you afford that? Well, I'm not buying the store out. I'm not doing a huge grocery shopping. The way I do it makes it cheaper, really, in the long run. Because, one, I'm doing my job. At the same time, I can buy what sales. I pretty much already know what I'm going to get. Unless I go to Meijer or Kroger. Because most of you know that I like to go in with the approach of the shock factor, right? I don't look at preview ads or anything like that. I know some people mention them in the comments, and I'll mention that in the upcoming video if that's the case. But yeah, I like going in with the shock wow factor, whether I see good prices, whether I see terrible prices, or whether it's just a normal day in the grocery stores. I like to go in there with the whole surprise factor, right? It makes it entertaining. Makes it entertaining for you, makes it entertaining for me, and it makes for an interesting video. That's kind of how I've done this the whole time. Just hanging back today, just talking about some of the different things going on in the grocery stores. But at the same time, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about how I shop. Now, someone left a comment the other day that they did not want to buy a Sam's Club membership because it's not worth it to them. And I was talking to Jess about this, and that it wouldn't be worth it to you for anything. Now, anything is a strong word when you're talking about Sam's Club, because I can name a lot of different things, and I have in videos over the years of why Sam's Club could be worth it to pretty much anyone. Now, I know everybody on here, no, Dan, I ain't spending $50. Or there could be other reasons, too. It's an inconvenient drive for you. It may not be worth the gas. Gas just went up here again, $3.49 a gallon. $3.49. So I could see that reason. But I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of a rundown of what I saved when I went to Sam's Club the other day, and what items I bought. Okay, so I bought the toilet paper, or no, toilet paper. Okay, so that is about $23. Okay, now if you remember our coffee rant from last night, I was talking about how if I was to buy Kroger, the equivalent of what Kroger is, and it's not as good of quality, but the equivalent in square footage would cost about $35, and that's the cheapest possible. Okay, unless you have a coupon or some kind of deal or something that you're getting with Kroger. And I compare Kroger because that's really the biggest store that we can all compare with around the country here. You know, whether you have a Kroger or a Kroger-owned store or Kroger online, it's pretty close to about the same. So we add that in, okay, so $23 for the toilet paper, okay, at Sam's Club. And I round up. It's $22.98, but still, we're not doing pennies. So that is, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's $12. $12 that I saved. Okay. Now, mind you, it's $50. Now, sometimes at Sam's Club during the holidays, or sometimes they offer special deals. I wish they would offer that to Renew. You never get that on a Renew. And I think there's a certain amount of time that if you canceled your membership, I think you have to wait like 3 months to be able to get that discounted offer. So if you time that out right, you might be able to get it for $20. But I'm just going to show you how much I saved in one day. Okay, so I bought the mandarins, because I love those mandarins, even though they were a little higher. We will use the pennies in that, $8.38. They are $2.50 a piece, which I would never pay that much. But they're $2.99, not on sale, but I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to say they were on sale at Kroger for $2.50 a piece, about the same size. So that would be $10, $15. Okay. So $15. Okay, so we'll go down that cent. So we'll say another $7, okay, that I saved at Sam's. Now, mind you, these are only on a couple items. Okay, so that's $19. You really want to save, you really got to do the math. Now, I understand a lot of people don't like doing the math. They just go into the store. They might see quick sales, or something. That's why we do this on the channel, so that we can save as much money as we can, so I can do a lot of the legwork for you. A lot of the brain work I try to do. That's why I try to point these things out. Now, a lot of things, it's kind of up to you for the stuff that you may see that you buy to do the math on that stuff. I can't do it all here. Okay, but anyway, I meant to be a joke. $19 so far we have saved at Sam's Club on two items. Two items so far. The Sumo Mandarins, which I absolutely love, and the toilet paper, which I absolutely love. Now, let's see. Okay, what else did I get? I did get the beans, but I can't really compare that to anything. Those are $8.98. I think they went up. They went up like about a couple months ago. But I can't really compare that. They're 40 ounces of the brisket and baked beans, already made together and all that. You just heat them up. They're absolutely delicious. But that is a $9 that I will take a hit on because they are fantastic. Let's see. I got something else. Okay, my coffee creamer, Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate is $7.98 for the Nestle Coffee Mate that I have to have in my, what is this? Pete's Big Bang. I got that sale at Kroger the other day. I wanted to try a new one. Have never had the Big Bang coffee before. I also got this is the medium roast. I got the dark roast too. No? I don't know. I picked up another one that I never had. The only other Pete's coffee I've ever had is the Major Dickinson coffee. It's pretty good. It's and I know this is crazy for me to say, but it's a little too strong for me. Too strong for me, but let's take a sip. Okay, good stuff though. With the original Coffee Mate. Okay, so it's $7.98 at Sam's Club. $7.49 for one about half of that size at Kroger. Not on sale. $7.49. The value, right? It's not value. Value is the one at Sam's Club for $7.90. Yeah, I'm spending 50 cents more and getting almost double. Almost double. Now, we'll take that 50 cents off, add 7. Now to the $19, $26. And let's see. I got bananas, but those were $1.49. And that's about the same price as it is everywhere. So you're not gonna. We've said this with produce. You're not gonna really save much at Sam's Club, but I will say this: produce at Sam's has been really good. I've been buying more and more produce there. Some of it can even be a little bit more. You do have to buy a little bit in bulk, but really, you're getting good quality. You're getting great quality for paying about the same crazy prices that you're going to pay at Kroger, Walmart, Meijer, any of these other places anyway. So, anyway, got the bananas. Let's see. We needed eggs. I got the Eggland's Best, okay, but it was a 24 count for $5.62. Now, I know normally I would never spend that much money on eggs, but I didn't want to have to go to another store. Jessica was making her awesome meatloaf, and I was like, I didn't care. And they didn't have the 60 count. They're out of the 60 count, probably because it's a little bit of a better deal than a lot of other places right now. But it was $5.62 for the eggs, $3.99 most places for 12 count of Eggland's Best, which may be up right now. I haven't checked on Eggland's Best in a while since before the whole, eggs have been going up. So we'll still say $4. Okay, so $4. Let's see, 12. I got 24 of them for $5.62. So $4. We'll say an extra. We'll just say $3. That's the low number, but we'll say $3. Okay, so $29 that I saved on 1, 2, 3, 4 items. But my point is that, yes, we do save money by shopping at Sam's Club, and it really doesn't take much to save money. If you can afford to buy a little bit in bulk, and really, a lot of it you're not even buying in bulk, you're just buying regular stuff. Like, I may talk about buying up, a few cases of corn by Del Monte. I love Del Monte, and I love paying less than $1 a can. It's $1.60 a can pretty much everywhere you go, except Walmart's $1.48 regular price. But this is how we save money, and it doesn't take long. This was one day. One day I saved $29 in one day of what I would have spent extra at Kroger with one product on sale. Flip back here. That's why I need to do these little notes before we start chatting, but here we are. Oh, baby formula, that ain't it. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over that because you know what? Prices are going up, but there are still ways to save. And I do say this about Kroger. You guys know what I'm about to say. For all you returning viewers, know that Kroger is the most expensive store where you can save the most money. And it really is for straight up supermarkets, for like stores around here that aren't big box stores like Sam's Club or Costco, or big warehouses where you have to buy in bulk to save money. Yeah, it's buying in bulk, but at the same time, like a lot of these other things, I think people kind of miss these things. Maybe you don't look at a lot of this stuff, but like some of these pre-made meals, like that one thing that me and Jessica get at Costco, that chicken Alfredo with the Parmesan, fresh sliced Parmesan, it's like $17, $18. It's enormous. It's like 4.5 pounds. That meal lasts us a week. I mean, every now and then, it's one of my mom's favorites, we'll invite her over, she'll eat some, but we'll still have lunch for the next day or two. I mean, it is just massive. So for $17 or $18, this is just one example. They have tons and tons of stuff. But if you're planning out your meals and say, if you're busy, Jessica works, hard, I work all day doing these videos. Sometimes you get home, you don't want to cook. It's like, wow, I got this in the fridge. $17. You can't get 2 meals at McDonald's for $17. These are the little things that I guess I think about when it comes to saving. Yeah, you might go to Costco or Sam's Club and easily drop $200, right? I mean, that's easy to do, but you're covered for a month, right? I mean, it's like for what you're going to spend, you're going to spend double that. I guess that's kind of what I'm getting to is most grocery stores you're going to pay at least double that. And I understand a lot of people are on daily budgets, but we're not really talking about that right now. Because if you're on a daily budget, yes, Sam's Club is not the place. But you can work yourself up to be that. So as you're stocking up on things for the future, because we all should be doing that, with prices that are going up constantly, with shortages that keep showing their ugly faces or lack thereof, we never know when something's going to disappear. We always need to make sure that we are stocking up on things, especially some of these sales as we see them. But this is why I wanted to pay a little more attention to like Sam's and Costco, because when people start telling me that, and it's not just on the channel here, people ask me all the time, like, how are you saving money? You're paying $50 a year. Well, with 4 items, I just saved $29. That's 30. So really, my next trip, I'll have it paid for. And we go to Sam's Club multiple times a year. I mean, I don't know count how many videos I've done. Every video I do anywhere, and this is a little insider information, I'm always buying something. I have a little bit of an idea whether I go into Family Dollar. I don't show it a lot. I don't show a lot of the things I buy. And there's reasons for that. And most of you know the reasons. I don't want 100 people on here telling me that I shouldn't be eating Reese Cups. Not that that's a big deal. And, we do show some of our shopping hauls sometimes. But, just kind of wanted to chat about that. Just other ways to save. This is kind of what goes on there. That's why Sam's Club, you may see me when I finish a video at the end of a Sam's Club video. Even if we're talking about like high prices, stuff like that. I come out of Sam's Club like super excited because I just saved a fortune. Right? And I love Sam's Club anyway. Right? But I mean, I saved a lot of money. And there's ways, so a lot of people are talking about those Reese eggs. 65 of them things for $11.98. A 6-pack at anywhere for just ones that are maybe, even if double in size, a 6-pack is over $6. So for $4, $5, $6 more, for double more, you're getting 65 of them. But say, okay, so maybe really like 32 and a half or 33 of them if you're talking about the big ones. But still, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how much money you're actually saving by shopping at these places, knowing that you're going to have a lot more. And you do got to kind of watch some things. It's like cereal that you buy, sure, you're going to get a great deal. Are you going to ever eat it all? Maybe plan that out with a friend. Plan like, hey, let's split this box of shredded wheat or something, because you're never going to eat it before it goes bad, or you don't have the space or something like that. A lot of our family go in at Sam's Club, right? They'll split things. They split things. We've done that with Jessica's mom and dad before, more at Costco than Sam's. Well, I guess Sam's too, but they love both places as well. And it's awesome. It's awesome. It really is. And the more and more we see prices go up in the stores, the more and more little outlets to save money in the future we have to look at. We have to think ahead. We have to plan ahead. That is what I do every day before I even think about doing a video is, what am I going to get here? What is that extra little thing that we need for dinner that I'm going to get a good digital coupon on? I know I probably seem like a mad scientist when it comes to grocery prices, but really that's what I'm doing. On and off camera. I'm constantly searching for ways to save money for the future, prepping things, making sure that we are stocked up on things for the future, because, with the way things go, you never know. When things start disappearing, that's when I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm glad I bought up a couple extra of those a month ago when I started to see them disappear. That's why we talk about this a lot on the channel. Anyway, really was just hanging out, having coffee with you guys this morning. Allergies are feeling a little better. I'm feeling a little better off here. Did have some honey, some local honey, which has helped. Put a little bit in the coffee here. I usually don't drink any sugary stuff, but it's helping. Thank you for all the good comments on that. But yes, local honey does help with allergies. I've been doing that for a while, last couple years, actually, from a longtime viewer of ours who first told me that a couple years ago I started doing that. But it does help. I get it pretty bad. We got all the trees out here right now, all the pollen and everything just blowing in the wind. Winds have been crazy, and now it's 20. I think it made it up to 30 degrees. So I don't know, these temperatures and weather and just coming back from Florida and all this is really, really congested me here. But starting to feel a little bit better. Probably get back in the stores tomorrow. Part of the reason why I didn't do a store video today, because I just didn't want to be walking around like a zombie full of congestion and pollen and whatever else you can think of. But guys, thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope it helped. I know I always get that question, which do we like better, Sam's, Costco? I like them both. I like them both for many reasons. We save our money at both. Every time when we go to Costco, we have the tendency to buy more because Costco is about an hour drive from here, 45 minutes to an hour. So we do go there with a plan. We know what we're going to get. We know what we're going to save. Every time we go to Costco, we save our membership. Every time. Every time. When you factor, I do this, when I just broke down here for you guys, and what I spend and what I save, I do this every time before we leave to go to Costco. And we always end up buying some other things too. And I'll sit there on my phone and I'll look, well, how much is the regular price here? How much is this? Just so for future reference, I know what it's going to be. Sometimes I'll wait till we get home. If it's something we really want, we don't worry too much about it. But at the same time, we're still there. Costco's so enormous. Sam's Club is too. There are a lot of things that I think people don't think about when they shop at these stores. But there are two things that you always see when you go into Sam's Club in everybody's carts: paper towels and toilet paper. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. Have a great night.